Welcome back to SLNacademy. Everything in this universe is made up of matter. All the things that occupy space and weight are called matter. The air we breathe, the food we eat, stones, clouds, stars, plants and animals, even a small drop of water or a particle of sand, everything is matter. In this video, let us talk about matter, atoms, molecules, and compounds. Composition of matter, different states of matter and changes in states of matter, water cycle, and how it is related to composition of matter. Matter. Matter is made up of very tiny particles called atoms, which cannot be broken down further. These atoms combine in different ways to form different kinds of molecules. Atom. The basic unit or smallest particle of matter is called an atom. This is an example of internal structure of an atom. We will talk about this in detail in another video. Molecules. Molecule of one substance is different from the molecule of another substance. How these molecules formed? Atoms are grouped together to form molecules. These atoms and molecules are so small that they cannot be seen by the naked eye. A molecule is made up of same or different kinds of atoms. Atoms and molecules of matter move continuously and they never stay still in nature. Examples of molecules are water, carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, etc. Molecules are of two types. They are elements and compounds. Elements. There are 90 naturally occurring elements present in our Earth. Elements are one type of molecules. Atoms of only one kind join to form elements. Examples of elements are nitrogen, which is represented by N2, which means it is made up of two atoms of nitrogen. Oxygen. It is represented by O2, which means it is made up of two atoms of oxygen. 66% of the mass of the human body is made up of oxygen atoms. Ozone. Ozone is represented by O3. That means it is made up of three atoms of oxygen. In the examples such as nitrogen molecule, oxygen molecule, and ozone, we have observed that they are all made up of same kind of atoms. In the same way, there are plenty of elements which are made up of same kind of atoms. They are iron, silver, gold, copper, hydrogen, aluminium, etc. Compounds. Two or more types of elements join together to form molecules which in turn join to form compounds. Or simply we can say that different kinds of atoms join together to form a compound. Examples of compounds are nitrogen dioxide. It is made up of two different kinds of atoms and is represented by NO2. This means it has one atom of nitrogen and two atoms of oxygen. Nitrogen oxide. It is represented by NO. That means it has one atom of nitrogen and one atom of oxygen. One example of compound which we use regularly is water. Water is represented by H2O. This means it has two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Another example of compound which we regularly use is salt. Sodium chloride, which we call as salt. It is represented by NaCl, which means one atom of sodium and one atom of chlorine. In the same way, there are plenty of elements which are made up of different kinds of atoms. They are sugar, salt, water, oil, plastic, etc. Shape of molecule. Molecules can have different shapes. Some of the molecules are of pyramid shape. There are plenty of varieties in these pyramid shapes as well. They are linear, angular, trigonal, tetrahedral, octahedral, etc. Some of the molecules are of long spirals, as shown in this diagram. So far, we have understood that everything in this world is made up of matter. Matter is made up of very tiny particles called atoms. These atoms combine in different ways to form different kinds of molecules. Now, Let us look at composition of matter. States of matter. There are three states of matter. They are solids, liquids, and gases. Let us have a look at the molecular arrangement of these states of matter. Imagine that each sphere present here is a molecule. Now, observe the molecular arrangement in solids. You might have wondered that why solids are hard to touch. Let us see the reasons behind this. Molecules in solids are very close to each other. The arrangement is very tight. They have a very strong bond. The molecules cannot flow due to this strong bond. Solids have a definite shape and volume. So, this is why solids have a definite shape and volume. Molecular arrangement in liquids. Have you ever thought why liquids are able to flow? Here is the answer for this. Molecules in liquids are less close to each other and the arrangement is loose. The bond between the molecules is weak. There is some space between the molecules of liquid. This allows the molecules to move and flow. Liquids have definite volume but can change shape according to container. And this is how liquids flow and change their shape. Why do gases have no shape at all? Observe the molecular arrangement in gases here. The molecules in gases are very loosely packed. The bond between these molecules are very weak. And there is a lot of space between the molecules of gas. This allows the molecules to move and flow. A gas can occupy any space or volume by itself, and hence they do not have definite shape or volume. So, this is why gases do not have definite shape or volume. Let us see the composition of different states of matter in water. The solid state of water is called ice. Liquid state is called as water. and the gas state of water is called as water vapor. Water is the only matter which is visible in all the three states in nature. This is the arrangement of molecules of water. When it is in ice, water, and water vapor states. And this is how the movement of water molecules happen in all the three states. Changes in state of matter. Ice is in solid state. Water is in liquid state. Water vapor is in gas state. Let us see how matter changes its physical state without changing its chemical composition. That means in all the three states, the chemical composition of water remains the same as H2O, which means it has two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen. When heated, ice, which is in solid state, melts and changes to water, which is liquid state. Ice changed as water by melting. Water, which is in liquid state, evaporates on heating and changes to water vapor, which is gas state. Water changed as water vapor by evaporation. Water vapor, which is in gas state, condenses to water, which is in liquid state, when it strikes any cold surface. Water vapor changed as water by condensation. By freezing, we can change water, which is in liquid state, to ice, which is solid state. Water changed as ice by freezing. Let us revise how water changed its states. Solid changes to liquid state by melting. Water changed to water vapor by evaporation. Gas changes to liquid state by condensation. Liquid changes to solid state by freezing. Water cycle. We can observe these different states of water in case of water cycle as well. Let us have a look at it in detail. Physical processes such as freezing, melting, evaporation, and condensation are responsible for the occurrence of water cycle. The heat from sun initiates the process of evaporation. Water evaporates and turns into steam or water vapor. This water vapor forms clouds. Transpiration from plants. Transpiration is the process of water movement through a plant and its evaporation from the aerial parts such as leaves, stems, and flowers. Water vapor cools down and it becomes water again. This process is called as condensation. Water falls from the sky in the form of rain, snow, or hail. This process is called as precipitation. Oceans and lakes collect water that has fallen. Water evaporates into the sky again and the water cycle continues. These are the example of changes in physical states of water. This water cycle is also called as hydrologic cycle. Glaciers are huge masses of ice in polar regions and they are melting due to the heat. The melted water forms streams which join to form rivers and larger water bodies. Glaciers which cover about 6 million square miles of Earth's surface, but they are melting at an alarm rate due to global warming. It is our responsibility to reduce global warming. Let us see how and what we can do to reduce global warming and to save our Mother Earth in another video. I hope you have understood the concepts of atom, molecules, elements, and compounds. And we have also covered different states of matter and water cycle. Let us start with our exercise session. Question number 1. Only living things are made up of matter. Is this statement true or false? Question number 2. Water vapor changes to water. What is the name of this process? Question number 3. Water changes to ice. What is the name of this process? Write down all your answers in the comment section given below. If you still have doubts, no problem, you can go back to the starting point of this video and don't forget to give your answers in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please support us by clicking on subscribe button and don't forget to like, comment or share. After subscribing, click on the bell icon to get the alerts about new videos on this channel.